그레이트 베이슨 내셔널 파크는 이런 케이브 동물이 유명하다고 하네요. 그래서 제가 1시간 뒤에 투어를 시작할 예정입니다. 동물 탐험이 시작됩니다.
In this room for a while, if you want to kind of find a spot and get comfortable. Wonderful. Everybody here to the Gothic Palace. Now, I know I said we were going to talk a lot about creativity and imagination here today, but before we do, we have to talk science. And personally, I am very excited because, you know, geology, it just really rocks. So, here we go. There will be more prepared, okay? But our geologic story starts not here, but actually around 550 million years ago, down by the equator. Now, who here likes pancakes? Stay with me, folks, I promise this will make sense, okay? So, when you make pancakes in the morning, right, you make that first one in your pan, and when it's done work here, it's essentially the entire state of Nevada and then some, right? And it's defined hydrologically, meaning all the water, right, hydro, the water. It stays here within that basin, right? It's a wash basin, so your lakes, your rivers, your streams, none of it drains to the oceans. You've also got these big mountain ranges followed by the low valleys, and it just feels like you're going up, right? Particularly calcium carbonate. And as that water finally finds its way into these open arid passages, the minerals start to deposit that the water carried into speleothems. Now, you may not be familiar with the term speleothem. It basically means And so if we were to not walk through here every single day, it has the potential of starting to grow back into a stalagmite. But for right now, it just quite literally. You can stand along the edges here. Yeah, absolutely. That's where we're going to go next. You got it. Oh. You guys didn't have to duck either. You're so lucky. That's amazing. All right. So I also have a kind of fun little thing. The trellis is something that's used to coax plants to grow in a certain direction, right? So maybe envision an archway in a garden or perhaps a ladder on the side of a house, right? I call those trellises. And the rose trellis that we have here in Lehman Caves is this formation right here, or at least what's left of it. Now along our rose trellis, we have a whole bunch of different kind of speleothems. And the first ones that I want to mention are those that are growing in these kind of weird and wacky directions. You can see some along the trellis itself, and then also along this back wall over here too. Now these are called halictites, and you're going to start to notice these all over this cave. And they form a little bit differently than your average speleothem because these defy gravity, okay? Now they instead form by a process called capillary action. So that means that those water picked up as it traveled through the surface. And so as it sits there, it starts to deposit those minerals around the outside. It starts to build up calcite crystals. But then the water droplet falls. And another water droplet travels through the center of that soda straw, and it's able to continuously crawl down the deposits made by this water droplet before it. So does anybody have any questions for me at this point?
How fragile are those really?
That's a good question. So I'd say
So, yeah, I would come back here.
와, 엄청 좁습니다. 좁아요. 이미 닿으려고 그래요. 몸을 비틀어야만 통과할 수 있는 아주 좁은 길입니다. 몸을 비틀어서 가고 있습니다.
we're gonna pause here for just a second, make sure that everybody catches up with us, okay? What's your name? Joan? Nice to meet you guys. We got Hugo and Joan. What's your name? Oh, okay, nice. Oh, really? Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
계단 올라갑니다. 와, 진짜 동굴 속으로 들어가는 기분이네요.
It might be a little wet. Yeah. Condensation.
Yeah, it's, yeah.